Welcome to your sleep story. I'm so glad you're here tonight. Whatever this day was, however long it felt, however much it held, it is behind you now. Completely behind you. You made it through, and that is everything. So let's begin. Before I take you anywhere tonight, I want to count you down from 10 to 1. And as I count, I want you to allow yourself to sink just a little deeper into wherever you are right now. Feel the weight of your body. Feel what is beneath you, holding you. And with each number, just let go a little more. 10. Allow your eyes to close. Gently, completely. There is nothing you need to see right now. 9. Feel your shoulders and let them drop as far as they want to go. 8. A slow breath in through the nose. 7. And all the way out. 6. Your hands. Feel them opening. Whatever you've been holding today, you can put it down now. 5. Your jaw is soft. Your face is soft. 4. Your legs are heavy, warm. 3. You're drifting, not asleep yet, but moving that way. 2. The day is behind you, completely and entirely behind you. 1. And now, tonight's sleep story, the relaxation. Before we go anywhere, I want to stay here with you for a moment. Just here, just now, because this moment, this exact moment right now, where you are lying in the quiet, deserves a little attention, a little kindness. Take a breath in for me, from the very bottom of the belly. Good, and let it go. And as you breathe out, I want you to imagine that everything you were carrying today, every worry, every unfinished thought, every heavy thing is just leaving with that breath, just drifting away. You don't have to solve anything tonight. You don't have to figure anything out. You don't have to be anything other than exactly what you are right now. A person who deserves rest. A person who deserves sleep. Because you do. You really do. Whatever happened today, whatever was hard, whatever felt heavy, you made it through. You are here. And that is enough. That is more than enough. You are safe. And you are here. Bring your awareness gently to your feet now. Just notice them and allow them to soften. The toes uncurling, the arches releasing. All the small held tension of the day simply letting go. Let that softness travel upward, through the calves, through the knees, the thighs. All of it warm, all of it heavy, all of it resting now. Your lower back, your hips. Allow yourself to feel the surface beneath you taking your weight completely, fully. You don't have to hold yourself up anymore. The mountain has you. The chalet has you. The belly soft. The chest soft. The heart beating steadily as it always has, as it always will. Your shoulders dropping, your arms heavy and warm, your hands open and still, the neck long and loose, and your face, let the jaw go. Let the forehead smooth. Let the eyes be completely still behind their lids. There you are, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, completely soft, completely warm, completely at rest. You've done beautifully. Now, let me take you somewhere the snow is deep outside, and the wood is stacked on the porch, and the fondue is on the table, and the mountains are so close in the dark you can feel them. Come with me. The valley road. Imagine a road through a Swiss Alpine valley. December, the road climbing, not a steep road, a steady road. The kind of road that takes its time ascending the valley, following the river that made it, switching back very gently above the valley floor before the river, and the road part ways, and the road continues up toward the higher villages. The snow, deep here, deeper than in the valley below, each 100 meters of altitude adding to the snowpack. The pines on either side of the road, their branches bent low under the weight of it. The snow settled into every horizontal surface. The trees wearing their white the way things, where things they have carried for a long time. Naturally, without effort, the villages, appearing and passing, each one its cluster of chalets, and the church steeple, and the light of windows in the dark. The road continuing, higher, and then the turn. The sign, a small sign, hand-painted, pointing up a narrower road than the one you have been on. The name of the chalet. Still, quiet, the chalet. It appears around a bend, set back from the road, up a short driveway, the driveway cleared, but the snow banked high on either side. A path through the snow more than a driveway. The chalet, dark timber, the traditional Alpine construction, the logs of the lower floor, the carved balcony of the upper floor, the wide eaves that keep the snow from the walls, the steep roof that lets the snow build up as insulation before it slides. Old, this chalet has been here since 1889. The date carved in the beam above the door. 135 years of Swiss winters. The windows, lit, every window warm amber. The chalet glowing in the dark, not brightly, not the cold white light of the modern. The warm, particular amber of rooms with fires and lamps, and people inside. The smell, even before you reach the door. Wood smoke, the particular smell of Alpine wood smoke, pine and fir, the resins of the mountain trees, the smoke that finds its way out of the chimney and into the cold mountain air and becomes the smell of being here, of being home. Inside, the door, heavy, old iron hinges. You push it open. The warmth, it finds you immediately, not the cachalofen warmth of the Alpine Inn, though that is here too. The warmth of a Swiss chalet in December is a layered thing. The fire in the stube, the main room, the warmth of people and food, the warmth of wood walls that have been absorbing heat for 135 years, the smell, cheese, the fondue already on the table, the cast iron pot over its small flame, the cheese in it melted, bubbling very gently, the smell of melted Gruyere and a Penzler, and the splash of white wine that is always added, filling the stube. And beneath the cheese, the wood, the pine of the walls, the same pine smell that is the smell of every Alpine wooden room. But here warmer, richer, the pine having aged and darkened over 135 years into something deeper than new pine. Stube, the word for this room, the Swiss-German word for the warm room, the room that is the heart of the Alpine house, Heidi. Her name is Heidi, not the Heidi of the story, or not only that. The name is common in this part of Switzerland. It has been a name here since before the story made it famous. She is 55. She has been running this chalet as a guest house for 20 years. Before her, her parents ran it. Before them, their parents. 4 generations of the same family in the same building. Her great-grandmother was the one who put the name above the door. Still, quiet, her great-grandmother who understood before quietness became a luxury, before it needed to be sought, that the quality most worth offering in these mountains was simply this: quiet, the mountains, the snow, the fire, the cheese, and quiet. Heidi carries this understanding. She does not advertise. She does not have a website with photographs. The people who find her the way people find things that do not advertise, by word of mouth, by the slow accumulation of reputation, by someone who was here telling someone who needed to be here. She stands at the table. She ladles the fondue. She is glad you came. The stube, the main room of the chalet. Low ceiling, dark wood, the cachalofen in the corner, the tiled stove, cream and blue. The same style as in Gasthof Weiss, except this one older. Its tiles worn in places, its warmth deeper for the years of heat it has held. The table, long, the fondue in the center, the bread cubed in a basket. The Swiss bread, white and dense, the bread that exists for the purpose of being dipped into melted cheese. The wine, fendant, the Swiss white wine of the Valais, pale, dry. The wine that is made for fondue, because fondue is made for it. The two things evolved together, the wine and the cheese and the bread, the complete thing. The candles, on the windowsills, on the shelf above the cachalofen, 3 on the table, the Advent candles. It is the 2nd week of Advent. 2 of the 4 candles already burned. The chalet in its December light, amber and warm, and entirely its own. The fondue, she explains it, not because you don't know what fondue is, because this fondue is specific. The cheese half Gruyere to Gruyere, the Gruyere that comes from the town of Gruyers, 20 kilometers from here, and half Appenzeller, the strong, wash-drined cheese of the Appenzell region, its flavor deeper and more assertive than the Gruyere. The wine fendant, dry, a full glass of it in the pot, the cornstarch to bind, the garlic rubbed on the inside of the pot before anything else, the pot absorbing the the garlic becoming part of everything. And the secret, she tells you because you are here and you asked. And she is not secretive about her fondue. A small glass of kirsch, the cherry schnapps, just at the end, stirred in, the kirsch cutting through the richness, lifting it, making it what it is. She has been making this fondue for 20 years. Her mother made it for 20 years before her. Her grandmother before that. The recipe the same. The proportion the same. The cheese the same. Some things do not need to be improved. Yetiing. You dip your bread, the bread on the long fork, into the cheese, the particular ritual of fondue, the bread submerged, the cheese clinging, the bread lifted, the cheese stretching. You eat the warmth of the cheese, the Gruyere and the Appenzeller together, the combination richer than either alone, the melting having done something to both, the wine and the kirsch having done something to the combination, the bread holding it, the fendant in the glass, cold, dry, cutting through, the stube warm around you, the cachalofen radiating, the candles, the dark wood, the snow outside the windows, the mountains beyond the snow. You eat slowly. Of course, fondue cannot be hurried. The nature of it, the pot over its flame, the communal dipping, the slow pace of it, is a slowing device as much as it is a meal. Heidi knows this. Her great-grandmother knew this. The fondue teaching patience, one piece of bread at a time. The balcony, after the meal, Heidi suggests it. Put on your coat, she says. The balcony, you go out through the wooden door at the back of the stoop. The balcony, the cold, the Alpine cold in December at this altitude, sharp, clean, the cold that has no humidity in it, the dry cold of the high mountains in winter. It hits you after the warmth of the stoop, not unpleasant. The contrast, the warm stoop and the cold mountain air, and the transition between them. This is the experience. The mountains, from the balcony, at night, they are always there. The mountains, you know, they are on all three sides of this valley. In the day, you can see them. At night, you cannot see them, but you feel them. The quality of the dark, the particular weight of the dark, above and around this valley. The dark that has mountains in it is different from the dark of a plain. The stars above the valley, between the ridgelines, dense, the same stars above the valley of Elias clock-making village, above the Norwegian fjord, the same stars everywhere, but here framed by the mountains, their own corridor, the silence, the Alpine silence. You have been in Alpine silence before, in the monastery, in the Inn of Anna, but the Chalet balcony. At this hour, in this cold, the silence here is the silence of deep snow, which is the deepest silence. The snow on the mountains above, on the valley floor below, on the road, on the pines, on every surface, absorbing, all of it absorbing sound, the sound of the valley going down into the snow, the valley almost completely silent. A cowbell from somewhere, the traditional Swiss practice of leaving a single bell on the lead cow even in winter, even in the barn. The sound of it carries somehow, just barely, in the still air. One bell, far away, low, and then quiet again. The stars, the dark mountains, the snow. Heidi comes out and stands beside you. She does not speak. She breathes. You breathe. The cold air. The valley. What HEIDI knows. She knows why people come here. Not for the skiing. This valley is not a ski resort. Not for the culture. There are no museums here, no galleries. Not for the food, the fondue is good. But that is not why. They come because the name above the door is right. Still, they come for the quiet, the particular quiet of a Swiss Alpine valley in December with deep snow, and a chalet with a fire, and a woman who has been keeping this quiet for 20 years. She knows how to preserve it. She does not put a television in any room. She does not have Wi-Fi, or she has it. But you have to ask, and asking feels wrong here. And most people do not ask. She does not encourage long conversations between strangers. She creates the conditions in which people can be quiet together without it feeling uncomfortable. This is a skill, not a natural occurrence. Quietness has to be curated, especially now, when the world is louder than it has ever been. Heidi curates quiet. She has always curated quiet. The name above the door, her great-grandmother's understanding. The bedroom, up the stairs of the chalet, narrow, steep, the wood worn, the banister smooth. The bedroom, the room under the eaves, the ceiling slanting with the roofline, very low on one side, the bed against the low side. The way beds are always placed in attic rooms, the low ceiling above the head making the space intimate, enclosed, held. The duvet, the Swiss duvet, like the Norwegian duvet, thick down. The duvet of a cold climate country that has understood warmth for a very long time. But Swiss, its own character, heavier perhaps, the weight of it settling. The window, small, in the gable end, looking out at the mountain. At this hour, the mountain dark, but the snow on it visible, just barely, the snow's own faint luminosity. The mountain there, in the dark, watchful, patient, growing still. The duvet is warm. The room is quiet. The mountain is outside. The snow is absorbing every sound. The cachalofen is below, still warm. Its heat rising through the floor of the bedroom. The fondue is in you, its warmth, its weight, its richness doing what Swiss Alpine food does on a cold December night, settling, becoming warmth. If thoughts are arriving, and they probably are, because that is what minds do, they are not staying long. The snow takes them. The particular absorption of deep snow, quiet takes them. They come. You notice them. The snow takes them. You don't need to hold any of them. Just the duvet, just the window showing the dark mountain, just the cold outside and the warm inside. Just still, the name above the door. Quiet, peace lives in this chalet, in the cachalofen and the fondue and Heidi's 20 years, and her great-grandmother's nomming of the thing that this place is and will always be. Tonight it is yours. Good night. You are doing so beautifully. The day is done. You came up the valley road tonight and found the sign and the driveway and the amber windows. The fondue smell met you at the door. Heidi ladled the cheese and told you the secret of the kirsch. You ate slowly. You stood on the balcony in the cold and heard the single cowbell far away. You came up the steep stairs to the room under the eaves. The chalet received you, as mountain chalets have received travelers for generations, with fire and cheese and the particular Alpine silence that is unlike any other silence. Carry it with you on the loud days, the days when the world refuses to be quiet. Remember still. Remember the name above the door. Remember that quietness is not the absence of noise. It is a quality that someone chose to offer, that someone curates, that someone keeps. And you can keep it too, in your own way. You know the way here now. But tonight, you are already here. The duvet is warm. The mountain is outside. The snow is absorbing everything. Sleep now, deeply, completely. You deserve every pine scented, cheese warm, snow deep, mountain held, chalet quiet moment of this rest. Every single one. Good night. Sleep well. The chalet through the night. The snow tonight. More snow tonight. It was forecast, and it comes. After midnight, the first new flakes. Not dramatic, never dramatic, this kind of mountain snow. Simply arriving, adding to what is already there. The valley deepening, centimeter by centimeter. The pines taking on more weight. The road disappearing further under it. The chalet roof accumulating. The steep roof of the chalet, designed for exactly this. The angle calculated for exactly this snow load, accumulating. The snow doing what snow does in December in the Alps. Falling, covering, making everything one color. White, and then whiter. The cachalofen at night. The cachalofen in the corner of the stoop. Still warm. It was loaded before bed. The last log, the dense hardwood, the log that burns through the night. Not hot now. The fire inside it passed its peak. But the tiles of the cachalofen, holding what they were given. Warmed, giving it back, slowly, through the night, as the cachalofen has given back its warmth. Every night of every winter, this chalet has known. 135 winters. The tile warmth of 135 winters. In these walls, in this floor, in this stoop, the cowbell, the cow in the barn. She is there, the barn attached to the chalet, the traditional Alpine arrangement. the animals, and the people sharing the same building. The warmth of the animals rising into the living quarters above. An old arrangement, one that modern chalets have abandoned. This one has not. The barn is small. 3 cows, one of them wearing the bell. She moves sometimes in the night, shifting her weight, finding a new position in the straw. And the bell sounds, once or twice, the low sound of it, finding its way through the barn wall, through the chalet wall, into the night, into the snow. The cowbell at 3 in the morning, the sound that says, the animal is here, the animal is warm, the animal is alive and present in the dark of the Alpine winter. The most Alpine sound, the sound that is this place. The mountains at night, the mountains at night, invisible, but there, the weight of them, the 3 ridgelines that form this valley, north, east, south, present in the dark, in the way that large and close things are present, even when unseen. The snow on them, deep, the deep snow of the upper slopes that does not melt until July. The permanent snow of the highest peaks that does not melt at all. The glacier, there is a glacier on the east ridge. Heidi can show you in the morning a remnant glacier, smaller every decade, the glacier present in the dark. Cold, ancient, patient, the mountains at night being what the mountains are, without the day's visible drama, without the sun on the snow, without the cloud formations, simply the weight of them, the age of them, the certainty of them, the valley held between, the chalet held in the valley, you held in the chalet, all held. Heidi's morning. She is up at 6. She goes to the kitchen. She looks out the kitchen window. More snow. Of course, she already knew the forecast and the smell of it last night and the quality of the cloud cover. She was right. She is usually right. The barn first. She checks the cows. The 3 of them, warm, their breath visible even in the barn air warmer than outside. She gives them their morning feed. She comes back to the kitchen. She puts the kettle on, and then the cachalofen. She opens it. The coals from last night, still orange. She adds the kindling, the stube beginning to warm. She makes her coffee. She sits at the table. The fondue pot clean. She cleaned it last night. It is always cleaned last night. The bread she will bake today. The cheese, there is more. Another wheel of Gruyere in the cellar. Tonight there will be fondue again, as there is fondue every night in December, as there has been fondue every December night for as long as Heidi can remember, as there will be. She drinks her coffee, the chalet warming around her, the snow falling outside, the mountain invisible in the falling snow. But there, always there, the cachalofen is warm, the fondue pot is clean, the bread will be baked, the cheese is in the cellar, the cowbell sounds in the barn. Once, the snow is falling, the mountain is in the dark, the glacier is there, Ancient, patient, Heidi is asleep. The chalet holds its 135 winters. The duvet is warm, the room under the eaves, the window showing snow, and you are sleeping deeply, completely, peacefully in the Swiss chalet, in the Alpine valley, in the December dark, the snow absorbing everything, the mountain holding everything, the name above the door. Still, quiet. This is exactly where you should be. This is exactly what you deserve. Every pine scented, cheese warm, snow deep, mountain held, chalet quiet moment. Every single one. You are safe. You are held. You are at peace. Good night, dear friend. Sleep well. Sleep deeply. Good night.